Kylie Majors, Eric Stone, and Stacy Logan. Come on up here. Welcome our finalists this year.
Hi, I'm Becky Gilmore, and I'm in 8th grade. I'm going to win the science fair because no one loves science as much as I do.
I almost hope it doesn't work. That would serve her right.
Behold, as I release carbon dioxide into a super sticky explosion of soda extravaganza. I don't understand what happened. This is supposed to work. What? Someone else done something to my experiment!
No idea.
It's all right. Sometimes things just don't work out. Would you like to try it again?
No! It's supposed to work!
My experiment will be using dry...
I can't hear you. Could you speak up a little bit?
Oh. I'm using dry ice to demonstrate what happens when the volume of something is exceeded. Sorry, I started liking science because when I was younger in church, we were taught that there were so many unexplained things out there that only God understood. But then I started learning that lots of people understand things. So I wanted to be one of them. God knows everything. Why shouldn't we know? I mean, I know we can't know everything, but at least understand the things on our planet, you know? Dry ice is like one of those things. It's super cold, but it can burn you. You actually have to use a tool or gloves to even touch it. It's like a paradox. Something that makes no sense, but it actually happens. I've made bubbles using dry ice before, and it billows out like a cloud, and that's super cool. You could have used it in your experiment and had different colored bubbles. But for this, I'll be doing bubbles and blowing up a watermelon. I tried it at home and my mom freaked out, but that was a spaghetti squash. It just blew up. So that worked pretty good. So now I'm going to use a watermelon because who doesn't like fruit exploding? Nobody, that's who.
Don't you think that'll make a pretty big mess?
It won't go everywhere, I don't think. And it's sure not going to be like Becky's. Ha! She lost her mind. I mean, I feel kind of bad for her since she looked like crazy, but that's what she gets for being so cocky and not giving me credit when it was due. You can't have that much pride and not have it come back to you. It does seem weird that so many experiments have gone wrong. Yours, Becky's, there's no way this one can go wrong.
There's literally a million things that could go wrong with Kylie's experiment. What happens if the bottle blows up too early and no one is far enough away? Do we get covered in fruit? Plastic bottle shards sticking out of our heads?
And she probably ruined our experiment because she wanted to be the only one with exploding stuff today.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't know that. Didn't she help you put yours together?
Oh my gosh, Stacy. Why were you even being like that right now?
The only thing that could make this experiment cooler is if Kylie has some like fireworks going on behind it when it blew up. How cool would that be?
I'll now demonstrate how dry ice interacts with water to create billows of smoke due to its super low temperature. I'll first make billowing bubbles and then demonstrate what happens when this reaction is contained under pressure, resulting in an explosion. Because it's so cold, I have to use gloves to touch the dry ice. I've already broken up the ice, so I'll be able to drop it in immediately. Where is it? Where's my ice? It isn't cold enough to burn through the... Did it fall out? My dry ice is gone! Who took my dry ice? Did you sabotage me?
What? I didn't take your dry ice. I don't care about your
students, this is not the place for that kind of...
Someone is ruining this for everyone.
That is not. If we can't act like civilized students, we will end this fair right now. Kylie, I'm sorry that your experiment didn't work. We will continue to move on, and if you can find your supplies, you can do it again later. In the meantime, we'll move on to the next student. Stacy, Eric, please make sure you have all your supplies before coming to the stage. We will continue in just a minute with our next student.
I know it's not the flashiest experiment out there, and it's no exploding cloud show, but at least this one will be something people can do at home and not make a mess. Freeze their hands off or burn something down.
Yeah, the rock candy was a cool thing to see. It didn't taste that great, but it was literally sugar stuck to a stick. Sugar on a stick.
Guys, wait until